Hey guys, today's video is just going to be sort of an accumulation of a weekend I spent in New York City, showing a bunch of cool shops I went to, and then at the end I'll sort of go through the couple of things that I actually did end up getting, and yeah, I hope you enjoy. So the first store that I went to was actually Self Edge, and they carry a bunch of different Japanese Americana brands such as the Osaka 5, Warehouse & Co., Studio d'Artisan. They carry a ton of Iron Hearts, the flannels, the denim, you name it. They have a great selection of basics. They also carry a bunch of Samurai and Pure Blue Japan and all your favorite denim brands. Next, I headed over to Luke's on Orchard and Broome. He sort of carries just about every brand you could imagine. Just an amazing shop to sort of trade in the older stuff that you don't wear as much, maybe you can't sell it online, and walk out with some new pieces you're excited to style. He always treats me really well there. Just the staff in general is super friendly. They always remember me, even though I'm not even like a local, but in general, I highly recommend shopping here. They got your favorite needle stuff, Kapital, Rick Owens. Sometimes they have some Visvim, and he even gets rare pieces. Next up, I hit probably one of my favorite stores of the list, and that would be 45R, a company from Japan that just sort of specializes in the highest quality basics, just a lot of fun silhouettes too, a bunch of button-down shirts. They have some really nice denim. The fabric in general is super soft cotton. I tried on this shirt that unfortunately didn't fit me, but it was sort of like a Western style shirt dyed with natural indigo. I really loved it, but I do need a 5 in that. Yeah, great staff. Just around the corner from 45R is Blue and Green, which carries a ton of Kapital, as well as some Beams Plus, and I think even some engineered garments. I've seen some Southwest, just your usual assortment of Japanese clothing. They also have a wicked amount of Japanese denim from all the brands that you know and love. In the past, I got my Boro spring jacket here. It was the last one they had, but the staff is always just super helpful, super friendly, and the vibes in the back are definitely great with that skylight. Over on Mulberry, I checked out Standard & Strange, who has a giant selection of the real McCoys, as well as some Visvim. They're the only stockist in Manhattan with Visvim in store, so I got to try on the new mud dye hoodie from Spring Summer 23, as well as peep some of the other pieces. I just really love getting to see this stuff in person, as usually you only see it online. But I think Standard & Strange just has a great selection of products and, a well-made inventory, a lot of repro stuff. But I personally love just looking at the Visvim because seeing it in person is so much of a different experience than looking ungrailed, and yeah. I did get 3 things sort of with actual cash, and that would be first, you can see me wearing it, but this is just a loop wheel tee from the real McCoys. I bought it at Standard & Strange. The guys there are awesome, super nice. It's just your basic white loop wheel tee, same sort of blank that Human made prints on if you have any shirts from them. I just think it's like a really great, you know, tee to wear in the summer layering piece, and they fit me really well as well. And comparatively to like a Uniqlo t-shirt, they really hold up a lot longer, and I found that if you have an issue with them, like they pill or something, usually wherever you buy it from would be happy to reimburse you with another one. And so I just think that's like a bit more sustainable and better than running through a ton of Uniqlo t-shirts that are like $6 and they, you know, get pit stains really easily. They sort of get grayed really easily, and yeah. So the next pickup is actually these Arc'teryx, like sort of dry fit shirts, and I got these because I'll actually be away for the rest of the month of May on a trip to Egypt and Jordan that's actually been planned since before COVID with my grandmother. Really lucky to be able to do that. Especially as an art history student, I'm really interested in Petra, which is in Jordan, and then ancient Egypt. So to get to sort of visit those places after a very long time of wanting to go. I think I've wanted to go to Petra since I saw it in the third Indiana Jones when I was like 8 years old. So my grandma's like 80 something now, so to be able to do that is really special to me, and sort of full circle, and I'm so lucky to have that privilege. But basically they're just sort of like a nice, I think it's actually merino wool. They're just sort of like pretty like subtle tees that should be pretty good for the desert. And so the last pickup that I have is actually this Visvim Sanjuro kimono. If you can see it, it sort of has this printed Visvim branding here, which I'm like indifferent about. I'd be happy without it. I really like the sort of the sashiko stitch that they've done along the entire edge of the kimono, and you also have it on the sleeves here. Then you have some triangles here which just sort of pop up on a bunch of Visvim Sanjuro kimonos. I'm not sure what the background behind that is, but the other nice thing about this garment is it actually has two pockets, you know, one on either side, and then inside of it as well you have a hidden pocket. And this is like a really great sort of like middleweight cotton fabric. So it's 100% cotton. It's like a twill fabric, I think it's described as, but I actually didn't have to pay any like money per se for this, and basically I gave him some stuff that he only wanted to take store credit on, but it was great because I'd had it listed on Grailed forever, and we actually just did like a straight up trade for this. It should be just a nice addition to the closet, and the stuff that I traded in I didn't really wear anymore. It was stuff that I kind of grew out of in the past few years that had just sat in my closet. So I really think it's valuable to be able to downsize that and get something that I really care about. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna try and have one more video come out before I go on that trip I mentioned, and then I'm going to see, maybe I can get another one scheduled to upload while I'm away, but if not, I might be on a little bit of a hiatus for a week or two. Yeah, thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy the next video too. Please make sure to like and subscribe to the video. Please comment what your favorite store was. If you have one that I showed, comment a store you want me to go to. Yeah, thanks.